Christina, welcome to our stage. It's a real honor and pleasure to have you here today.
No, thank you myself, and thank you on behalf of the European Investment Bank for inviting me. My apologies that between the invitation and today, I couldn't speed up with my capacities in Bulgarian, but I will do my best in English to answer your and all your questions today.
I'm sure that everyone here is fluent enough to understand the important messages that we have to share today. And in this spirit, I'm not going to waste any more time and jump into the questions. And to start off, can you tell us more about the EIB, which all of us know as a complicated puzzle of policies and instruments? And where does healthcare and where do life sciences fit in that puzzle?
Yes. So I'm part of a big organization. It's a European institution. The European Investment Bank is the bank of the European Union since 1958. We are supporting EU in implementing its policies, its priorities. We invest also in Europe, but also beyond Europe. We are currently having more than 160 countries in our investment portfolio. And in terms of, let's say, we are impact-oriented bank, a multilateral development bank. I think that one of the largest in the world. And just to give you an idea about the volumes that the EIB can bring, in 2023 only we invested more than 80 billion euros across all the areas that we are investing across all the, of course, I think that more than 80% is in Europe, but as I said, also beyond Europe, in Africa, in Latam, in Asia. Of course, we are a policy bank. We are following the policies of the European Union development, and we have specific sectors of investment. Among those, we are a climate bank. So climate and the link between health and climate is of uttermost importance to our portfolio, being health project or others. So everything have to be, let's say, correlated with a less impact on climate or climate environment, etc. But we invest in innovation, in digitalization, in human capital, small and medium enterprises. We have green energy among our key strategic areas, which are the areas of the European Union development. And health and life science, because of the interlink and because of the support that bring to society, to the GDP, sits within the innovation, competitiveness, and human capital. Again, to speak about what we do in the sector, in the last 5 years, almost 22 billions were invested in areas related to health and life science, and here we are speaking more of European projects. So yes. We learned from COVID the importance of our work at the bank, anticipating investment in specific technology, which we saw that can be immediately brought back in the COVID vaccine development with a biotech to the society. So our role was keen, and the investment efforts were shown and impactful at the moment of the COVID.
You mentioned one figure, 80 billion, which is a lot of funds, a lot of finances, but it's not unlimited funds. So the EIB has a budget and its priorities have to be fiercely contested, I would imagine. Why does healthcare have to be supported by the EIB?
well, unfortunately, in health and life science, it was noticed that private investors, because of the, let's say, asymmetries of information, because of thinking that investments might be not recovered within the timelines or the volume a private investor might need, that there is a lack of growth capital, of investment. We saw that the market are struggling and were struggling at the moment when the EIB entered into this area to allocate resources significantly. We are a contra-cyclical bank, so we invest in times and in moments and in areas where private investments and the capital market are not going. Let's say now antimicrobial resistance and other areas. So we want to catalyze this private investment and to show strong signals that health and life science, beyond the societal impact, beyond the health impact that they can bring, have a financial value because we invest as bankers, and this can be important for their portfolio. So we have this catalytic role, and we want to play it in health and life science.
This catalytic role you describe is expressed through investment in both infrastructure, physical infrastructure, and investment in innovations. This might seem a bit abstract at times. So what I want to ask is, can you give us concrete examples of such investments which have made a real impact on our economies?
Yes, maybe it's very abstract way. So generally we have, let's say, we define two areas of investment. Is health, what we call hospital, private care, and clinics, and it is life science. And here we speak about, so here the first one is more public investment in the sector, whereas in the other one, in the private, we are investing in innovative companies at preclinical, at clinical stage, but at pre-commercial, so at high risk. We invest in infrastructure, both so in hospitals. We invest in infrastructure if a new company needs to build new manufacturing sites, new R&D sites, if they want to collaborate. So we are quite broad in terms of eligibilities. We are broad in terms of eligibilities, and we are, let's say, innovative in terms of what kind of capital each entity needs, each part. It's not the same when you do investment into hospitals, not the same competencies, not the same needs, not the same timelines, as you do have to have the same another instruments when you invest in life science, in biotech, in medtech. So we have these capabilities, and to, first of all, to adapt our financing and to mobilize different stakeholders. And because I was invited here in Sofia, I wanted to bring forward some examples which are relevant for you. So I wanted to show the contribution that this collaboration between the bank technical advice, the local municipalities in Burgas and in Sofia, with external consultants have consolidated a project which started with technical assistance, and it was, let's say, followed by an EIB financing loan, by a grant from the Commission, and together they started the work on the technical feasibility of the Burgas pediatric municipal hospital, so children health care. So, to my best knowledge, the project was standard. It's initiated and can be built. So we have these capacities to bring this expertise and to work with the local teams, with national authorities and local authorities to build and to create this project. In addition, we want that our impact is beyond these investments, is beyond building a hospital, is that capabilities and local knowledges are remaining and are retained in the country, in the region, and it is what is happening with this project in Burgas, where now is translated at the national level for the national. I have a similar project in Romania as a national of Romania, where we consolidated the project, where a company, old company, state-owned company, they started thinking of innovating, they started thinking of doing new R&D, new ways of developing generics, but they lacked knowledge, they lacked capabilities in implementing their project. So again, with the help of the Commission, with the help of the technical advice, we are currently bringing these external competencies to them so they can build the next generation of their portfolio. And because the time is running, a last examples, we invest, as I said, with type of venture debt into highly innovative companies across Europe. And portfolio is from France to Poland, from Finland to Greece and Italy, Portugal. So we want to be there where is needed with the right instrument at the right time.
We are indeed running short on time, but I can't skip this question because we have a lot of policymakers, business owners, health experts here. Can you share with us what are the instruments which the EIB has in support of those people?
Again, so the instruments are, but the instruments can be developed. So I'm here also to hear what the needs are. So we, as I said, we invest in loans, mostly it's loans with very good terms. But we have program loans, we have framework loans so that the projects are not yet defined. So we have a framework loan that then we can disburse when the project become more and more tangible. We have we can combine grants and loans, so mixing the instruments. We have again technical assistance, and we have this venture debt, which it's a kind of a loan, but because of the high risk of the company, is combined with an equity kicker. So if the project is bankable, but not yet. So we are somehow between equity and full debt. So we can navigate. So we want to be ready, and we want to adapt to the needs and the bank portfolio in terms of types of instruments can evolve with the needs of the promoters.
Thank you so much for giving us this in-depth look into the EIB's activities in healthcare, and to anyone willing to share their opinions and concerns with Cristina. She will be here during our next coffee break and is open to hearing from all of you. Thank you.
No, thank you.